Coach.
I'm going. I love competitive first-person shooters. It's one of my favorite genres, honestly. I played games like Counter-Strike, Apex, Overwatch, unfortunately, Showering with Your Dad Sim. That's why I was very happy to see that L4D2 actually has a thriving community for its competitive scene. The game has had competitive since its inception back in 2009, and they actually play on a modified version called Zone Mod. That's the current one, because the vanilla versus game mode is very unbalanced. The survivor side is just way stronger than the infected side, especially with tier 2 weapons and medkits. It's just not fair for the infected. Unfortunately, this game isn't as big in America as it is in other countries, so the only place I can really watch competitive games would either be someone's Twitch stream or this really cool YouTube channel I found called Vanilla. Because everything is community driven, including the tournaments, this also means that like a bunch of the rules and regulations aren't always the same. They don't always carry over because these are being put together by Discord groups or Steam groups. So I'll be watching a game and then just kind of like scratch my head at some of the decisions that are made by the refs. I'm not sure if every tournament even has like refs or like admins. It kind of just seems like the two teams just kind of stare at each other, like kind of questioning in chat what they should do with the situation eventually, and then somebody will just like call a vote. I just wanted to make this video to share some of the moments that I found during watching pro games where I just believe that it was like an incorrect call or it should have been handled differently. But you know, then again, I'm not a pro player, so take everything what I say with a grain of salt. That shit was close. Oh my god, my heart was beating.
Onto Aquilix. There is still Horde coming in from a delayed one boom, and that might choose the commit for him, and indeed it does. This other boomer is also going to land a one boom onto DDA. Early pull going out, Flyby landing that first punch, Charger landing there as well, looking to spread the damage around, and this almost turns into a double cap. Rochelle getting hit across. Beautiful double punch by Flyby, going out onto Nick in that corner now for the lockup and getting the down. Going now for Coach in the corner, getting almost another down, but there's the pause going out by Team Aquilix here, right? Rochelle is frozen in the middle of those comments. So this is a circumstance where we might be seeing a round restart for Team Aquilix, depending on how they want to do this. Well, let's see exactly what happens. Flyby still going for that corner as iPad does load back in, but he is indeed stuck there as Rochelle. This is just something that you do not want to see at all, especially in a match like this, as the tank who was just in there doing absolute work is now staring down Rochelle with a bear on her head.
So the first clip I want to show is Envy versus Aquilix in the really big tournament 5. This is on the first map of Parish, where Envy has their tank and they're about to wipe Aquilix, when suddenly iPad ends up disconnecting because he crashed. Now, some people in the comments were speculating that this wasn't a legitimate crash because Aquilix were like seconds of getting absolutely obliterated, but I'm not here to make accusations, and it's a very old game. He could have very possibly crashed. But I think regardless, even if they did crash, it wouldn't really have mattered because look at the state of the game. They are getting destroyed by this tank. Him being here really, I don't think would have made a huge difference, but nonetheless, they end up restarting, which, I don't know, I personally don't agree with because of how crazy this tank was, but yeah.
What is, so we're going to be joined by someone, I'm not exactly sure who it is, could be Susan, not 100% sure, but now we're going to be seeing the round go live again. There's the smoker pull going out, Charger going in, Charger going in, getting a double charge. Oh my god, where is Nick? Nick is literally just getting launched over onto that hill as we have this devastating double cap still going in. He's going to be forced to walk back around the wall. That was a tremendous amount of damage, MK, and that was almost a wipe.
Is that classified as a death? He's out of bounds.
Is he out of bounds?
I don't think he can get back over.
I don't...
It's invisible walls. Is that classified as death?
Dude, alright, I'm gonna say this now. I've admin a fair amount of tournaments in my time, but I am not the tournament admin here. I don't know exactly what this classifies as, and now there's gonna be an attempt at a restart vote. I guess they're just gonna restart the chat. Dude. Wow. I have not seen that before. I didn't know it was possible to get punted out of bounds, but obviously he didn't die. That is so unfortunate for Team Skyrise. They had a beautiful hit like that, and I'm gonna be honest, if I was in their shoes, like, okay, It's not cool that someone gets punted out of the map, I agree with that, but that's not Skyrise's fault whatsoever. They had a massive hit there.
Yeah, I don't know if, in my opinion, I don't know what the rules are if you get hit out of bounds. I thought, at least back in the day when we were playing, but this was the wrong platform, it was ruled as if you got hit out of bounds, it was classified as a death. I don't know if it's classified as that in this tournament, but...
This next clip is from Amp versus Skyrise during the quarantine anniversary. What happens is Skyrise ends up punting Nick out of the map, out of bounds, where he actually isn't able to get back into bounds. Now, usually on any other map, this would just be a death because, you know, you get knocked out, your character will die. But because Nick didn't die, I guess they wanted to start a restart. But even then, usually the rule is if someone gets knocked out of a map and can't return, that's just considered a death. Even the casters were kind of shaking their heads at this one. But you know, I'm at least glad to see that we have good sportsmanship in the Left 4 Dead 2 community. This next clip is a very interesting one. This is Action is Coming versus South Stars. So what happens during this game is that AC Broken on the left there is actually somebody who was banned on Sir Please on his main account. So this is an alt account with like 3 games, a very suspicious account. I'm surprised they even let the game go through, because even before the game was starting, people were saying that this might not be a trusted person. But they end up getting through one round before Sir comes in, like the Dark Knight, ready to deliver justice, telling them that the match is forfeit because obviously you can't bring a banned person into the game. The team actually did end up placing 8th, so I'm guessing the team got to continue. Usually the whole team would be forfeit from the tournament because you can't just bring somebody who's cheating to play for you. But I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt that they just had no idea that this was a cheater, or at least most of them didn't know. I don't know. I wasn't there.
People in chat are saying Broken is Rex Smurf, and if that's a thing, then...
Broken is Rex Smurf. Thank you for that innuendo.
If that's a thing, then they might actually get DQ'd because Rex banner, so please, but oh well.
I'm assuming that's a joke, but it would be quite funny if that actually was Reg coming back for another round, another bite at the cherry. A quick pause coming out. Force pause from Sir.
Oh, I think people were right. I think this is actually Reg. Sir was checking on him, and I think this is Reg.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's Reg!
Me.
It's Reg! Oh, God!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no!
Driss with the gracias in the chat.
Oh, no!
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a turnaround and a half. Oh, my goodness.
I was here worried about a few hittables, and Sir's just come in and hit.
Oh
He's
my
the entire
what a
AC
turnaround. Team. Oh my god. So people were actually right, and yeah.
All right. So for those in chat who were wondering, it looks like AC Broken
I
is
think we
Reg.
might need Spirit or Blue in here. If they're in chat, I think you guys need to join or something.
Reg is a banned on Sir Please for hacking in the past, and he is not welcome in any, or certainly not welcome in this tournament. So they tried to sneak it past, and it looks like that is gonna be game.
So whoever just joined, people were saying that Broken is Reg before the game, so Sir did checkups, and looks like Broken is Reg, who's banned as the police, and you're not allowed to play with people who are cheaters.